sing a holy melody to break the wicked spell. No pipe organ playing, no stained glass in the wall, just the voices of the children answering the divine call. They tried to look down on the place where we are born, labeling the ghetto as a territory torn. But a natural mystic vibration flows through the street, providing a sanctuary for our wandering feet. Yeah, this is our liturgy, written on a concrete slab. A beautiful psalm from the city that they try to brand and stab, where the choir is a group of kids sitting on the porch, using a burning cigarette as a spiritual torch. We don't need no gold chalice or a velvet altar cloth to offer up our testimony to the God of the moth. From the underbelly of Detroit to the trenches of Trench Town, we sing a sacred anthem to turn the paradigm around. The asphalt is our cathedral, the moonlight is our light. We broadcast our devotion into the heavy night. No commercial institution can purchase this holy sound. It belongs entirely to the people on the ground, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. This is a benediction for the single mother working late, trying to keep her children far away from the prison gate. A sacred composition for the kids who got no food, trying to maintain a positive, constructive attitude. My vocabulary is a prayer book for the broken, depressed, offering a therapeutic refuge for the highly stressed. We turn our limitations into a magnificent song, proving to the universe where we truly belong. Jah resides inside the dwellings of the humble and poor. He doesn't need no palace with the golden front door. The system build their monuments to celebrate their greed, but they forget the simple things that human spirits need. So let the ghetto hymns multiply across the block, standing on the foundation of the everlasting rock. The music is a shield from the arrows of despair, lifting your vibrations far above the atmosphere. The asphalt is our cathedral, the moonlight is our light. We broadcast our devotion into the heavy night. No commercial institution can purchase this holy sound. It belongs entirely to the people on the ground, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. The microphone is the priest, feeding the hungry minds a beautiful spiritual feast. From the greatest of the cities to the absolute least, escaping the clutches of the Babylonian beast. Can you hear the choir? Sing it loudly, lift it higher. Ghetto symphony, divine desire, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. Poor pirates still rock the music of the beautiful soil, exploiting the labor of the children who sweat and toil. But poetry is a weapon that they never can control. It is the natural manifestation of a timeless soul. We chant redemption songs to heal the fractured tribe, infusing the atmosphere with a holy, righteous vibe. No commercial contract can purchase the Spirit's breath. We sing of everlasting life, conquering death. Yeah, I sold millions of records but almost lost my sanity, trading my private security for a public vanity. They put my lyrics in the textbook, analyzed the rhyme, but I was just a desperate man running out the time, using vocabulary as an emergency exit door, bleeding on the microphone, carpet covered in gold. But these are redemption lines written with a steady hand, using my platform to help the weary people stand. Tearing down the billboards of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart beating inside the chest. We survived the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. Hey. I used to write with a razor blade, cutting the track open, leaving the listeners paralyzed, devastated and broken. But the architecture of my verses undergone a shift, recognizing that this vocabulary is a sacred gift, not to destroy but to rebuild the broken foundation, offering a therapeutic blueprint for a lost nation. From the depths of dependency to the peak of clarity, replacing the old animosity with a universal charity. The words of the righteous man are like an orchard of fruit, feeding the hungry generation, strengthening the root. Don't let them commercialize the struggle of the poor. Open up your mouth and let the voice of justice roar. Beautiful melody can break an empire's wicked spell, lifting the heavy spirit side of a systemic hell. So tune your instrument to the frequency of creation and broadcast the truth to every single destination. Tearing down the billboards of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart beating inside the chest. We survived the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. The pen is mightier than the sword of war. We do it for the people, not for the applause. Correcting my mistakes, supporting a greater cause, breaking away from Babylon's unnatural laws. No more weaponized lyrics, just healing. Feel the vibration, the beautiful feeling. Conscious poetry for the universe. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart beating inside the chest. Oh, we survived the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. Let the music set shot the messenger to silence the message of peace. Open the spiritual vibration of the tribe would cease. 2 bullets in the chest couldn't stop the revelation. Jah protected the servant to heal the entire nation. The scars upon my flesh are just a testament of grace, showing that the devil cannot wipe away my face. A true teacher must bleed for the wisdom that he brings, so the broken-hearted children have a song to sing. Yeah, they put me on a pedestal, labeled me a savior, then crucified my character for my erratic behavior. I took 1,000,000 verbal bullets from the media syndicate, trying to defend the sanity that I could never vindicate. Bleeding on the public stage, ODing in the bathroom floor, a broken spiritual guide knocking on death's door. But the wounds are where the light finally entered the crack. I'm a scarred visionary, but I'm officially back. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Yeah, the messenger survived the storm. My ribs are held together by the poetry. I wrote the metaphorical life vest, keeping the soul afloat. I used to think my suffering was a private penalty, but now I see it was an educational necessity to speak to the depressed kids sitting in the dark room, showing them that flowers can survive a nuclear boom. I'm a walking casualty who conquered this dependency, injecting these broken blocks with a therapeutic tendency. They can injure the flesh, but they can never touch the mind. The Holy Spirit is a fortress that they cannot find. So let the hypocrites celebrate the damage that they made. The internal fire of righteousness will never fade. We use our wounds as a map to navigate the lost, spreading unconditional love no matter what the cost. Stand up, wounded prophet, put the record back on. The darkest hours, just a memory before the dawn. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Trophies of the wars we won, walk in the protection of the Almighty Son. No weapon formed against the spirit can prosper. Deliver the truth that the system can't foster. I'm still bleeding, but I'm still standing. That is the destiny Jah was commanded. Wounded but whole, divine control. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision You don't need no fire or a violent barricade to dismantle the matrix that the wicked system made. A revolution can be soft as a velvet sheet, flowing like a quiet stream down the city street. We weaponize the harmony, we dance against the gun, conquering the darkness with the light of the sun. No physical retaliation can never compare to the power of a population engaged in prayer. Yeah. I spent a lifetime fighting with the closed fist, an angry radical at the top of the blacklist, screaming at the government, attacking the regime with the hyper-violent, chaotic lyrical theme. But anger is an exhausting fuel to burn inside your engine, leaving you broken in a cycle of avenging mansion. So I'm changing the tactics of my insurrectionary art, launching a velvet rebellion from the center of my heart. No stones to throw, no windows left to smash. We watch their monetary system turn to total ash. Our weapon is the poetry, our armor is the peace, forcing the hostility of the world to finally cease. Welcome to the velvet rebellion tonight. We conquering the system without no physical fight, soft as a whisper but full of spiritual might, guiding the generation back into the light. Yeah, the revolution is beautiful. They prepared for a riot, they bought the riot gear, hoping to exploit our anger and systemic fear. They wanted us to bleed on the evening news channel, but we showed up organized, wrapped in soft flannel, offering an alternative to the violent narrative, showing that compassion is the ultimate imperative. We undermine their structure with the gentle diplomacy, dismantling the fortress of their greedy hypocrisy. The system thrives when the children choose to hate, creating the friction that keeps them inside the gate. But when you answer the malice with the pure affection, you completely short-circuit their political direction. Let the music penetrate the iron walls of greed, planting a soft velvet flower where they sow the weed. The kingdom of the Almighty is established by love, descending like a gentle white peaceful holy dove. No stones to throw, no windows left to smash. We watch the monetary system turn to total ash. Our weapon is the poetry, our armor is the peace, forcing the hostility of the world to finally cease. Welcome to the velvet rebellion tonight. We conquering the system without no physical fight, soft as a whisper but full of spiritual might, guiding the generation back into the light. Yeah, the revolution is beautiful. Dismantle them with grace, leave a beautiful mark upon the human race. No more bloody battlefields, we changing up the pace. Find a sanctuary in the Creator's embrace. Drop the bricks, open up your hands. Love is the only force the universe understands. Soft rebellion, Jah commands. Yeah. Welcome to the velvet rebellion tonight. We conquering the system without no physical fight, soft as a whisper but full of spiritual might, guiding the generation back into the light. Yeah, the revolution is beautiful. The revolution is beautiful. They trade their spiritual royalty for a temporary throne. Governing the kingdom built of vanity and bone. The gold upon their head is just a shiny metal weight, keeping them from entering the everlasting gate. But true majesty is not a product you can buy. It's the dignity inside the soul that never can die. So let their artificial empires turn to gray and rust. We wear a crown of starlight far above the earthly dust. Yeah, I used to wear a crown of thorns made of platinum discs. Sovereign of a rap empire, taking massive risks, defending a territory that was highly volatile, while my psychological anatomy was going out of style. They call you king today, but tomorrow you're a ghost. The same people cheering are the ones who hate you most. I'm abdication from the throne, stepping down the stairs, leaving all the industry royalty to their affairs. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. My kingdom was an isolated mansion in the woods, trading my internal peace for some material goods. Paranoid ruler checking every single camera feed, a prisoner of my own success and corporate greed. But the crown was heavy, it was crushing my skull apart, suffocating the artistic expression of my heart. So I threw the scepter straight into the Detroit River, grateful for the simplicity that the universe can deliver. Babylonian rulers think their power gonna last forever, but they cannot stop the lightning nor the changing of the weather. Their currency is fading and their castles will collapse, leaving nothing but some empty boundaries on their maps. The only sovereign ruler is the almighty Jah Rastafari, who paints the golden sunset up across the desert sky. So humble down your ego, take the metal off your head, and choose to walk the path of spiritual royalty instead. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Shall inherit the beauty of the land. No more bowing down to a synthetic hierarchy. Find the everlasting freedom in your monarchy. Let the crown tarnish, let the empire fall. Jah is the greatest ruler of them all. No more palaces, just pure grace. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Keep the crown, I don't want it anymore. My shine, oh. trade their spiritual royalty for a temporary throne. Governing a kingdom built of vanity and bone. The gold upon their head is just a shiny metal weight, keeping them from entering the everlasting gate. But true majesty is not a product you can buy. It's the dignity inside the soul that never can die. So let their artificial empires turn to gray and rust. We wear a crown of starlight far above the earthly dust. Yeah, I used to wear a crown of thorns made of platinum discs. Sovereign of a rap empire, taking massive risks, defending the territory that was highly volatile, while my psychological anatomy was going out of style. They call you king today, but tomorrow you're a ghost. The same people cheering are the ones who hate you most. I'm abdication from the throne, stepping down the stairs, leaving all the industry royalty to their affairs. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Yeah, my kingdom was an isolated mansion in the woods, trading my internal peace for some material goods. Paranoid ruler checking every single camera feed, a prisoner of my own success and corporate greed. But the crown was heavy, it was crushing my skull apart, suffocating the artistic expression of my heart. So I threw the scepter straight into the Detroit River, grateful for the simplicity that the universe can deliver. Babylonian rulers think their power gonna last forever, but they cannot stop the lightning or the changing of the weather. Their currency is fading and their castles will collapse, leaving nothing but some empty boundaries on their maps. The only sovereign ruler is the almighty Jah Rastafari, who paints the golden sunset up across the desert sky. So humble down your ego, take the metal off your head, and choose to walk the path of spiritual royalty instead. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Strip away the titles, let the real man stand. The meek shall inherit the beauty of the land. No more bowing down to a synthetic hierarchy. Find the everlasting freedom in your monarchy. Yeah, yeah. Let the crown tarnish, let the empire fall. Jah is the greatest ruler of them all. No more palaces, just pure grace. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Keep the crown, I don't want it anymore. Oh, keep the crown, I don't want it anymore. Yeah. Oh. spiritual possession. Them come with tanks and automated ammunition, but they can never conquer a divine definition. We wear the armor of righteousness and dignity, fighting the invisible forces of malignity. A true warrior don't seek a bloody casualty. We battle for the mind to escape the harsh reality. Yeah. Checking my vitals, I survived the fierce onslaught of every legal battle and every battle of thought. They drafted me into a war I didn't enlist in. Target on my back because my lyrics wouldn't glisten. For the corporate sponsors who control the radio waves, they want mindless robots, predictable slaves. But I strapped my boots tight, loaded up the ink pen, saluting the general marching into the lion's den. No metal helmet can protect your fragile crown when the structures of the wicked come tumbling down. We stand on the front line, refusing to retreat, guarding the perimeter of every city street. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days yet to come. No physical weapon can ever make us numb. From the darkest basement to the kingdom we become. Yeah, the spirit army is moving. My combat boots are muddy from the trenches of fame, explosive landmines hidden underneath my name. I used to fire randomly at anyone who crossed me, reflecting on the casualties, realizing what it cost me. But now the strategy is tactical, focused on the healing, dismantling the fortress of the pain they were dealing. A mental revolution, guerrilla warfare of the mind, leaving all the petty animosity far behind. The highest rank you can achieve is inside your own heart. Victory begins the moment that you do your part, to love your neighbor and protect the helpless and weak, speaking out the truth that the politicians hide and sneak. They want you categorized, divided and afraid, so you can easily surrender to the trap they laid. But stand firm, soul soldier, look the devil in the face. The Almighty created you to conquer this earthly space. No mental helmet can protect your fragile crown when the structures of the wicked come tumbling down. We stand on the front line, refusing to retreat, guarding the perimeter of every city street. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days yet to come. No physical weapon can ever make us numb. From the darkest basement to the kingdom we become. The sheet music. If Jah give you a talent, don't you dare abuse it. We fighting for the consciousness, refuse to lose it. The pathway to salvation, beautifully choosing. At ease, soldier, lower your guard. The battle was heavy, the journey was hard. Internal peace, our ultimate reward. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days can't across the ocean wave. It's inside the human heart where the illusions behave. The flesh want the luxury, the spirit seek the truth, creating a friction that destroys the wandering youth. You battle with the greed, you battle with the pride, trying to find a shelter where the ego cannot hide. But you cannot defeat the enemy with an outside sword. You must surrender your weapons to the Almighty Lord. Civil war inside my skull, a daily insurgency. My subconscious mind is screaming with an extreme urgency. A faction of my ego wants to burn the whole house down, while my conscious mind is trying to protect the fragile crown. I'm my own antagonist, my own worst adversary, planting landmines inside my own vocabulary. No external hate could ever match the hostility of the monster in my mirror, mocking my stability. Dismantling the minefields inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude a long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Ending the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we're calling a truce tonight. I spent decades court-martial in my own mind, the prisoner of war to the trauma left behind, sentencing myself to a lifetime of solitary confinement, refusing to accept the spiritual alignment. But the rebellion is over, the troops are heading home. I'm decommissioning the missiles inside this heavy dome. I forgive the soldier that I was forced to become, reclaiming the tranquility that makes the mind numb. When you conquer the self, you win the ultimate prize. You see through the deception of the Babylonian lies. They want your mind divided in the constant civil strife, so you can never experience the beauty of life. But Jah provide a harmony to settle down the storm, transforming the cold heart into something pure and warm. Put down your internal rifle, let the conflict cease. The ultimate victory is achieving the total peace. Dismantling the minefields inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude a long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Ending the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. Flag raised to the monster in the mirror. Now the divine purpose is becoming much clearer. No more friendly fire, no more internal terror, correcting the course of our historical error. The guns are silent, the smoke is clearing. That is the frequency your soul is nearing. Peace treated, Jah steering. Ending the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. You cannot expect a sweet apple from a poisonous tree. You must examine the soil if you truly want to be free. Our ancestors suffered under the whip in the plantation, leaving a legacy of trauma inside the foundation of the nation. The bitterness runs deep inside the historical well, creating an artificial earthly version of hell. But instead of nursing the hatred of the days gone by, we must cultivate the love that grows under the open sky. Genetic predisposition to a chemical dependency, inheriting the dysfunction, escalating the tendency. My family tree was rotten from the roots to the twigs, growing up in trailer parks surrounded by pigs, carrying the generational baggage inside my DNA, trying to wash the bitter taste of my childhood away. But if I don't treat the soil, the fruit will stay sour. I'm digging up the backyard, reclaiming my inner power, looking at the family history written in the mud, cleaning out the toxic venom flowing in the blood. It takes a strong shovel to excavate the past, to build a new foundation that is actually gonna last. We are pulling up the bitter roots today, washing the generational curses completely away. No longer allowing the old trauma to dictate what we say, finding a peaceful path through the dark and the gray. Yeah, we healing the ancestral ground. I look at my daughters, refuse to pass them the goblet of venom, breaking the cycle of anger that was stitched in my denim. No more projecting my childhood neglect on the innocent. The transformation of my psychological state is magnificent. I was a product of an environment fueled by hostility, but maturity taught me the beauty of extreme humility. We dig up the bitterness, throw it straight into the furnace, transforming the pain into a passion it serves. The sister system thrives when the children are fighting their brothers, blaming the errors of the past on the skin of each other. But the true enemy is the ignorance hiding within, allowing the bitterness to consume the soul beneath the skin. Let Jah water your garden with the stream of pure affection, redirecting your energy into a righteous direction. The soil may be scarred by the history of oppression, but forgiveness is the ultimate spiritual weapon. Looking at the family history written in the mud, cleaning out the toxic venom flowing in the blood. It takes a strong shovel to excavate the past, to build a new foundation that is actually gonna last. We are pulling up the bitter roots today, washing the generational curses completely away. No longer allowing the old trauma to dictate what we say, finding a peaceful path through the dark and the gray. Yeah, we healing the ancestral ground. Yeah, it stops for me, the cycle is officially broken. Let the words of healing be beautifully spoken. No more toxic inheritance left as a token. The eyes of the sleeping giants are finally open. Dig it up, all the way from the mud. Cleanse the spirit, purify the blood. No more bitterness, only growth. We are pulling up the bitter roots today. our earth is sweet. Though the needle skips upon the damaged plastic roof, the message of the music still makes the body move. They tried to scratch the truth out of the history book, distorting every righteous path our ancestors took. But the rhythm of the universe cannot be erased. No matter how much exploitation we have faced, every crack inside the record tells a story of survival, chanting down the system for a spiritual revival. Yeah, my life is like an old LP that skipped a dozen times, scratched by the critics who hated on my rhymes. Trapped inside the loop of my own self-sabotage, living in a hall of mirrors, chasing a mirage. But there's a beauty in the fracture, a magic in the skip, an authenticity they couldn't ruin or strip. From the broken pieces of a highly dysfunctional youth, I dropped the diamond needle and exposed the ugly truth. Spinning round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain our psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. My biography is warped, melted by the heat of fame, an outdated format that they tried to mock and shame. They wanted me to stay compressed inside the digital file, a predictable commodity that could easily compile. But I'm analog, baby, full of hiss and heavy pop, a relentless cadence that the industry can't stop. We take the imperfections and we turn them into art, rewiring the stereo system of the human heart. Babylon want everything symmetrical in code, a synthetic lifestyle that can be easily controlled and sold. But Jah created humans with the beautiful defect, teaching us that broken things deserve our deep respect. So let the vinyl spin with all its analog dust. In the wisdom of the rhythm we can safely put our trust. The song is never ended, it just echoes in the air, reaching every corner of depression and despair. Spin round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain our psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. The skipping in the track just gives it more character. Protect the ancient frequency from the predator. We don't need no digital editing to fix the flow. Just let the natural dynamic beautifully grow. Let it spin even when it hurts to listen. See the diamond needle, how it starts to glisten. Pure transmission. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we vanity. Politicians talking loud, destroying our humanity. But Jah is whispering inside the quiet valley breeze, teaching the children how to humble down upon their knees. Real power doesn't need to shout or make a fuss. It's written in the ancient dust, inside the heart of us. So close your mouth and open up your inner eye, and watch the hypocrites collapse under the heavy sky. Shh. Keep it down, let the static settle in the room. I spent a lifetime screaming loud inside the sonic boom, selling my anger to a stadium of frantic fans, but never noticed that the quicksand was in my hands. Now I'm looking for the answers that the noise suppressed, unzipping pockets of the secrets hidden in my chest. The loudest person in the room is usually the weakest link. I put the microphone away so I can finally think. When the storm stops roaring in the night, and the false prophets vanish out of sight, we will find what is wrong and what is right. In the shadows, we uncover the light. Oh, the silent truth will always prevail. When the words fail and the ship sail, no more lies left behind the veil. Listen close to the unspoken tale. Let the quiet speak to you. Yeah, internal monologue is deafening, it's parallel to living trapped inside the self-inflicted diving bell. They want a soundbite, want a controversy, want a feud, but I'm absorbing all the peace inside this solitude. No, social media can validate the soul within. I'm scrubbing off the old ink underneath my skin. The truth is quiet, it don't need a viral headline trend. Just a broken man who's trying hard to make amends. Do not depend on what the television try to teach. Their golden words are nothing but a predatory speech. They feed on chaos, feed on hatred, feed on your despair. But righteousness is flowing freely in the evening air. So let the music soothe the damage that the system made. A spiritual vibration that will never fade. Stand firm in silence, that's where the Creator speaks, providing wisdom that the greedy politicians. And the storm stops roaring in the night, and the false prophets vanish out of sight. We will find what is wrong and what is right. In the shadows, we uncover the light. Oh, the silent truth will always prevail. When the words fail and the ship sail, no more lies left behind the veil. Listen close to the unspoken tale. Let the quiet speak to you. It's the unsaid words that carry all the weight. Sail, I open up the everlasting gate. No more arguments, no room for any hate. Just accept the destiny and love your fate. Can you hear it when the world goes black? That is Jah voice calling you back. No more distortion, pure redemption. Oh, the silent truth will always prevail. When the words fail and the ship sail, no more lies left behind the veil. Listen close to the unspoken tale. leaving the borders of Babylon. We set our destination, searching for the promised land of total emancipation. Them try to keep us tethered to the financial wheel, buying things we don't need, forgetting how to feel. But Zion is a frequency, a state of spiritual peace, where the manipulation of the system must cease. Pack your bags, my brother, don't look at the clock. We moving forward steadily, standing on the rock. Yeah, I spent a lifetime chasing after the platinum plaque, thinking a bigger house would keep the panic attack back. Accumulating wealth while my spirit was bankrupt, living in a golden cage, completely corrupt by the illusion that security is bought with a check. What the real world is turning into a total wreck. Now I'm shifting my compass, redirecting the cruise, chasing a utopia where nobody has to lose. Beyond the skyscrapers and the neon flashing signs, we are navigating through the psychological lines, following the star that shines bright in the east, escaping the stomach of the Babylonian beast. We are chasing Zion, running to the promised land, walking through the desert, holding each other's hand, where the music is pure and the system is banned, building our future on the everlasting sand. Yeah, we heading home at last. My previous GPS was calibrated for the gutter, chasing material validation that made my heart flutter. But fame is a mirage in the middle of the Sahara. The closer you get, the more it turns into terror. I'm abandoning the corporate matrix entirely, refusing to let their expectations govern society. We seek in the sanctuary where the ego dissolves, where every complex problem beautifully resolves. Zion is not a geographic location on a map. It's when you finally escape the psychological trap of thinking you are separate from the rest of creation, breaking down the borders of every artificial nation. Let the rhythm guide you across the stormy ocean, calming the turbulent waves of your emotion. The kingdom of heaven is residing deep within. That's where the journey to paradise must begin. Beyond the skyscrapers and the neon flashing signs, we are navigating through the psychological lines, following the star that shines bright in the east, escaping the stomach of the Babylonian beast. We are chasing Zion, running to the promised land, walking through the desert, holding each other's hand, where the music is pure and the system is banned, building our future on the everlasting sand. Yeah, we heading home at last. Systematic change.